to make this turn. Slowly, slowly but surely. In we go. Alright, pulling back into London Port. Home washes, the crew dawdle at the rail, watching for the lights of London. Oi. Far off, very far off, someone screams. So it's quite a dark game, but I do like it. I like the fact that it has so many stories that you can just explore at your leisure. I'm gonna dock into port. What I was saying was I can repair the ship out at sea. There's a repair button as I showed, but that will cost 1 supply per repair, and 1 repair is like 1 layer here at the top where you see the hull of the ship. And I really don't want to spend that much supply out at sea, because you never know when you're gonna make it back to port. It's gonna be sooner or later, you know. The lights of London welcome you home. This storylet only appears when you've been at sea for a little while. Collect messages from the harbour master. Well, that's pretty much the only thing I can do, because everything's greyed out, even this. Breath of relief. As soon as the gangplank touches the quayside, the terrors of the deep sea lighten. Walk taller, smile more readily, but what dreams may cling. Ugh, that doesn't sound very positive. Let's just collect the messages. Ah, coffee's good. All the clatter and song of the dockside, it soothes the soul, are the messages for you. Someone wants to sign on, and something has changed underneath. Your time at Z will change you and London. What does that mean? Something has changed underneath. Does stuff move around, or are we gonna get killed? I don't even know. Oh, we haven't even checked out our lodgings. Those are very cool too, actually, because we can read the paper where we will get some recent news, which we can then, for example, sell at Venderbyte and get some profit for free just for reading the newspaper. We can rest in a room above the blind helmsman, which is don't we already have a room? Oh, we're renting that room, probably. This will reduce your terror, heal a wound, and give you a restful night. Locked with quality of logic, blah blah blah. 10 echoes and 1 terror. Yeah, I have 10 terror, so this will reduce my terror. But 10 is... no, that's still okay. I'm not gonna do that right now, because I don't want to lose 10 echoes. And as you can see, you can have a lot of stuff. You can even consider retiring from Z-faring life. This allows you to review options which will end the game. You can safely scrutinize them without choosing one. But you can only unlock it when you're living in a Z-side mansion or an elegant townhouse. So you need to actually kind of progress in the game before you can decide to retire. And if you can see, if you've collected a lot of stories, or an artifact, treasure, stuff like that, you can write the Song of the Z, and then you can retire because you're a famous poet who wrote a famous poem, the standard work on the Unter Z. So then you can be remembered forever, which is pretty much your goal of fulfillment. You can convert a collection of Outlanders artifacts into an heirloom. Alright. This is another thing, because as I told you, it's permadeath, but if you write a will, you can give stuff to your next character. You can leave stuff for your next character, because the game considers every character you make, every new character you make, they consider it a descendant from the previous character. So it's generations of people. So when you write a will, then die, the next character will inherit the stuff that you have put in the will. See, should you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodgings and any heirlooms you've accumulated. So you can't just say, I want him to keep... I want my... not my ancestor, but my descendant, that's it. I want my descendant to have everything in my hold. You can't just say that, you have to make heirlooms. Heirlooms worthy of passing on to your next kin. To your kin, or to your descendants, to your... whatever you want to call them. So that's enough explaining for that. I'm just gonna read the morning paper, actually. The Unexpurgated Gazette, the magazine formerly known as the London Magazine, the spiteful trumpeter news. The Khanate is threatening war. They always are. London's colonies on the Canelian coast want independence. They always do. My cat is freaking the fuck out. Probably saw a fly or something. It's trying to talk to me. It's like... Okay. Shh. You okay, cat? You okay? Right, cool. The Untersee, the paper support, has undergone another alteration. Not yet, it hasn't, you'd know. Oh ho, a promotional coupon for Mrs. Plenty's provisioners for a half cask of salt herring. You could use that. God, even in games we're clipping out coupons out of the newspaper now. Jesus Christ. But I've gained 1 supply from reading the newspaper. Isn't that extremely cool? I lost 1 terror. That's 1 less we have to buy. I'm gonna go to the university in London. Visit the university. The university is... Go! There we go. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. She explains, teeth glinting. So I sold them a secret. You've lost 1 secret. I've gained 1 pages. A twist in your tail, you are now an antiquarian. An antiquarian? You have combed the sea for stories and other treasures. Wow, that's fast. I've done 1 trip to Vanderbilt and immediately I'm an antiquarian combing the sea. That's actually what I'm doing, I know, but it's a bit fast to already deserve that title. Anyway, what's this alarming scholar that's turned up here? Ah, here we go. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least, a creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her? Is it her? Appointment as University Maritime Liaison was precautionary. To keep his, is it his, razor-sharp enthusiasm from causing too many injuries in the faculty. Yeah, probably don't put these guys, these enthusiastic people on science and chemistry, because that will end badly. That will end with the school on fire. Ah yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions, what have you brought me? I need him to sound enthusiastic, you know. If you have any knowledge items that the scholars will buy, they'll appear below. And I do. I have a piquant piece of picturesque pilgrimage. That's a lot of P. Well, no, it's a lot of P's. Not peace. You know what I mean. Sell it. Right, wells of emotion. As the alarming scholar listens, tears well in the depths of their shining or is it blazing eyes. They overflow, splashing onto the desk plotter. Stop! She sobs. At last, this is too beautiful. Allow me to bring the macabre memories. I wish each individual tone recalled. My antiquarian skill is increasing. Excellent. 1 more needed to reach level 2. I've gained 10 echoes. What? Just 10 echoes for that moving story that has moved you to tears. Just 10 echoes, come on. Alright, anyway. Everything else is locked, so I'm just gonna leave the university to go and have business elsewhere. And I also still have that port report from Vanderbilt, which I am now going to sell to the Admiralty's survey office. Here we go. Vanderbilt, what have the nearly dead been up to then? There we go, I submitted my port report. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and visit them in, trade them in here. The first time you trade in the port report, you gain Admiralty's favor. So I can do that several times, I'm gathering. And that's fine. I can do this several times over and probably be paid each time, but maybe, I don't know, maybe less next time. We'll find that out. We have one Admiralty's favor. My visit to Vanderbite has been confirmed by the Admiralty Records Office, and you no longer have a port called Vanderbite. I gained 10 echoes. Ask if there's anything particular they need. Aha! A quest! This port. Speak to our agent there and return. And your reward. We'll see that you're rewarded. Alright, so we need to find a specific port for these guys. Retrieve strategic information from Gator's Morn in the Corsair's Forest, somewhere not far from home waters. Okay. I'm betting that it's not going to be in the north, because if it's not far from home waters, I don't even know how big the map is, but I've been out of home waters, not far, so I think that's a bit far. Jesus, I really can't speak. I'm so sorry. I believe that I've explored enough to the north that I can safely say that it's not going to be there. That's what I wanted to say. There we go. It's finally come out. Does the alarming scholar have anything else? No, it's just there. He's just there. He, she. I don't even know. I'm gonna buy. I'm not gonna sell my engine. I'm gonna buy with my 35 echoes. What are we gonna buy? Supply, fuel. I think one of each. Buy 10 echo, sell 2 echo. Oh, that's cheaper here. It's only 10 echoes, and it was 20 in Vanderbite. So we'll have to try and restock only in London. Fair enough. And I will have to repair my ship out at sea, at the docks, apparently. Can I? Hire on more crew, put your ship in... Oh, right. Put your ship in the dry dock. There we go. Continue. This will repair 25 hull points. Yeah, that's about enough. LNH, Leadbeater and Stainrod Shipyard. Why does it LNH? It's Leadbeater and Stainrod. Maybe it's Leadbeater and Stainrod. It does. He may have a speech disposition. You never know. Speech impediment. They will do a fair job for decent price, but they have a reputation for cutting corners. So we may scuttle our ship at having it repaired by them. We can do Cotterell and Hathasage. So reputation for reliable work for slightly higher price. Or the Admiralty Yards. You may call in some of your Admiralty favors to have cheap, good quality work done on your ship. I need 5 Admiralty's favor. Now we got 1 so far. Not enough echoes. Okay, I'll go with the cheap, guys. Cheap and cheerful. All shall be well, and the manner of things shall be, well, probably. Everything is probably perfectly alright. That's. I hope the engine does not explode, because that can happen. Just saying it now. The engine can explode. You can also supercharge it and shit, but that's a different story. Lost 15 echo. Hey, I've lost my charts. C appendix to my cursor. Excellent. Right, so we're out of the dry dock. Anything else we need or we want? No, not really. Or maybe if we're gonna go to Vanderbite again, are we gonna go to Vanderbite again? Actually, I don't know. No, we're gonna search for that other port. But let's have a look at the crew that wants to sign on. Actually, give me 1 second. I'm gonna quickly visit the loo. So I'll be right back.